I'm Namya and this is my very first video of the channel. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Now here I begin. The very first story is Vimla and the Seven Thieves. There was a very middle-aged woman called Vimla who used to live with her husband who was a barber. The barber was very cheerful and talkative and talked more than he worked. One time came that they did not have any food to eat. So Vimla heard that the princess was having her wedding. She thought that if she sent her husband to the kingdom, the king cannot refuse anything they ask. So Vimla asked her husband, the barber, to go to the king and ask him for something they could eat. The barber went to the kingdom, but he was so fascinated and amazed by the beauty that he could not say anything and he stuttered. The king was furious and was impatient, and he fastly asked, "What do you want? Reply me fast. I have a lot of preparations to do for my daughter's wedding." He replied, still stuttering, anything that you don't need, he said. The king replied, "What do you mean by anything I don't need? Tell me fastly and correctly." He responded, "Anything that you don't need, my master. I really need it." The king replied, "Give him a piece of wasteland outside the country." The barber came back home happily and shared this news with his wife without even knowing what he has got himself into. The wife replied, "Wasteland? How can I cook that for dinner?" But she could not get furious at his husband because he's already asked for wasteland. So next day they set out for the wasteland. She asked her husband to imitate whatever she was doing. She started digging around the wasteland with a stick. A thief nearby saw what she was doing and asked her, "What are you doing in this wasteland?" She replied, "It is a family secret. I got to know that the 5 big pots or gharas inside this very wasteland. They're filled with gold." The thief was very fascinated, went back to his master and replied and narrated everything that Vimla had told to him. The master was very happy at this news. In the dead of night, they went creep to the wasteland and dug the whole wasteland until it looked like it has been explored at least 7 times. Annoyed and unsatisfied, they went back to the place they were hiding in. When Vimla came back the next day to the wasteland, she was very happy that the wasteland has been explored and her plan had worked. Next, she went to a trader and asked him to give him some piece of rice or grains, and then she would return them during the harvest time. What a fine crop Vimla and her husband had. They got 1 big sack of gold from the harvest they had made. When the thief came to know of this, he came to Vimla and asked her, "You need to give me whatever you have earned, half at least of it, because I plowed the field for you." Vimla said, "I won't give you a single penny. You tried to steal my money, but you did not know how to get it from the earth. Now you own rascals would get a single coin." They were very infuriated and said, "I would snatch it from you." Vimla replied, "You have to find it first." And she slammed the door shut. Then she saw one of the thieves break into the window. Now, Vimla saw him and she responded. The barber asked, "You haven't hid it under a pillow, right?" Vimla said, "No, I hid it under the neem tree. No one would dream looking there." The thief heard and ran back to his master. The master asked him to climb the neem tree and cut out the pot of gold. He climbed, but the tree was full of yellow and golden hornets, which looked like a bag of gold from the bottom. The thief climbed, but as soon as the hornet bit him, he started rubbing his hands. Other thieves saw that he was snatching the gold and keeping it up for himself. The thieves got very annoyed, and they too climbed the tree and started snatching all the hornets. But since it plucked all of them, they all started rubbing their hands. The master was now really annoyed. He too climbed himself up. As soon as he climbed, it was so overweight, the branch fell down. All of them got hurt really badly. They were very annoyed at Vimla and decided to take back their revenge during the summertime. Now Vimla was sleeping in a cot outside her house because it was really hot. The thieves saw this. They balanced Vimla's cot on her head with Vimla and then started taking her to the jungle. Vimla woke up, and as she saw this, she put some pillows inside her blanket and climbed on a branch nearby and climbed in the tree. Now the thieves said to their master, "If she's really heavy, can we put her down for some time and take some rest?" The master replied yes, and he guarded his thieves or members during the dead of night so that Vimla would escape. But then Vimla all saw all of this, and she had a very great plan in her mind as soon as possible. She draped her face with a white sari and started singing beautiful songs about greenery, songs, nature, etc. The master heard it, and he thought, like, what a beautiful angel or fairy she is. She's wearing a white colored sari. And Vimla looked beautiful at the dead of night because her face was not sewn. Now, With his most sweetest voice possible, he cleared his moustache and he said, "Oh, my lovely angel, please come down off the branch and talk to me." She said, "You rascal men are just like this. They say beautiful words about us women like us, and then a few minutes later, they forget us." Now the master was tired, but then he replied, "I won't forget you, my sweetie. You come down here." She replied, "Eat this magical fruit, and then you will never forget me and always will be with you." She plucked a large pomegranate and stuffed it into his mouth. Unable to speak and gagged, he fell down from the branch and started shouting with the big fruit in his mouth. As the thieves woke up, they saw Vimla on the tree making strange sounds, running here and everywhere. The fruit juice coming out of the master's mouth looked like blood. They all got scared. They ran away, and the master following them. Now Vimla had a very brave plan. She climbed down from the tree, balanced the god on her head, and went back home. The thieves never came back to the village in order to disturb Vimla and her husband again. They lived happily with their harvest in the wasteland, which was not a very beautiful garden. The end. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.